All right, welcome back. Kane and I show, of course, joined by our frat brother, the man, the myth, the legend. You know him, Mr. Glass, all the way from Chi-Town, Get Witted Sports.
No, that's not Chi-Town. It's Chi-Town.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right.
I think you've been here before.
Where the colors are bright and the pimps run the night, right? All right, so speaking of which, hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit a like. Give that thumbs up, hook us up. But also make sure you go to Get Witted Sports on Twitter. Follow my man Glass there. He's always got some entertaining stuff going. Make sure you hit him up on Facebook, Get Witted Sports. And actually, we're going to put the Twitter handles on the screen for you. So you have no excuse for not following. All right, so let's go down to Florida with my man Kane. What's going on, Kane?
Man, it's all good down here. Sunshine and 90 degrees. I mean, what's there to complain about, man? I mean, other than Donald Trump coming down and ruining the coast and the beach every weekend, I got no objections. I'm good down here. What's going on up your way, man?
Hey, well, all right. So let's take it to the Chi. What's going on in Chicago? What's the weather like?
Oh, see, there we go, man. I'm kind of envious of Kane right now. We about 40 degrees, raining.
Woo!
The usual. You gotta be built for this, man.
I'm not. I'm not. That's why I ain't coming.
Right.
I'll come in the summertime. Right now, not happening.
See, now we know why Dwayne Wade didn't come back home until the Heat offered him twice. I mean, until the Bulls offered him twice as much.
I don't blame him.
I bet that was a hell of a conversation with Gabrielle. Look, baby, we got at least. We go to cold Chicago.
He's like, no, you gotta leave.
I'll see you in the off season.
Right. I don't have a contract with Chicago. You
Oh man.
All right, so of course, big news this week. Final Four, right? We're here. Definitely, I guess, a surprising Final Four, except for, Canes Tar Heels. You got the Oregon Ducks. You got Gonzaga, who's been the most dominant team all season, more consistent team all season, but, finally broke through and got to the Final Four. And, of course, the big surprise, the team with the most
just say it. I mean, you ain't got to be all dramatic. Just say who the
most intensity. The team with the most emotional intelligence, the South Carolina Gamecocks, have made it to the Final Four. There's a sentence I literally never thought I would say, but I cannot express how happy I am right now. Okay.
I'm not even going to lie. Final Four in South Carolina, I thought I would never hear. I mean, yeah. I called my cousin.
In football, I thought they may get there one day. In basketball,
no.
Never. Because in Kane, you grew up in South Carolina, it's just a lot of focus. It's all about football.
I talked to some South Carolina grads. My cousin's South Carolina grad, and he was just speechless. I mean, absolutely speechless. Mm-hmm. Just in shock. And he's a diehard Gamecock fan. I mean, up and down, Gamecocks 24/7, and he was just had no words. I mean, he's just like, I just thought it would never, ever happen. I mean,
you saw Darius Rucker.
They had a great run.
You saw Darius Rucker crying.
Yeah.
I even had like a little tear. I was like, oh my God. Like, last time I cried watching something was when Simba died in Lion King. You know what I mean? So, I'm sorry, not Simba. The father, Mustafa. My bad.
You might need to rewatch the movie.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's been like 20-something years. Give me a break. All right, okay. All right. Glass, Kane and I have been arguing. Of course, he's all North Carolina. I'm saying South Carolina's going to find a way to pull it out. What is your prediction for the national champion?
Okay, man. Number one, whoever said, unless you went to South Carolina, have family at South Carolina, or family of the coach, y'all can't sit here and tell me y'all picked South Carolina in the Final Four. I don't want y'all to insult my intelligence like that. Right now, we only got one blue blood. Canes, North Carolina Tar Heels. They represented real well. Oregon Ducks haven't been there since 1939, and Gonzaga and South Carolina have not been there at all. Of course, it's a shocker. South Carolina was there, 26-10, but they found the right time to gain momentum, do what they got to do. And now, like I said on my blog page, they remind me of the Arkansas Razorbacks back in 93, 94 when they had the 40 minutes of hell, and that's all they've been giving them with Nolan Richardson. But for them to continue to do that for 2 more games, I can't see it. I'm sorry. Oregon Ducks, they just better be happy they was there. But right now, if you ask me to pick a team, I'm going to have to say the Gonzaga Bulldogs. That's my team. They've been consistent for 18 years. Mark Few, since he's been there, been to the Sweet 16 every year. This is the first time he made it to the Final Four. And I just think they built for it. So I'm gonna go with the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
All right.
I want the South Carolina game.
All right. So we'll let you come to Myrtle Beach. At least you want. We'll open up the borders. Let you come down.
Appreciate it.
Now, also, see, not only is South Carolina going to win the men's championship, they're also going to win the women's championship. And see, I understand Kane. See, Kane grew up near Clemson, and Glass. Let me tell you, Carolina and Clemson hated just like Alabama, Auburn. You know what I mean? But with a lot less winning. But the hate is similar. So Kane grew up near Clemson, so he's got that hate for South Carolina in his heart.
It's not a hate. I'm telling you, I respect South Carolina. I respect Clemson. I'm just saying, you're smoking crack if y'all think y'all beat UConn. Y'all are not beating UConn. Y'all couldn't beat UConn's second string, okay?
Why not?
It's not happening.
Why not? You didn't think the men would make it to the Final Four, right?
Nobody thought the men would make it to the Final Four.
You think
I'm not the only one.
Beat Mike Tyson?
All right, wait. Hey, Ice, let me just put it to you like this. If South Carolina could beat UConn, all the players need to graduate the next day. Stop going to school. Y'all graduate. Good.
First of all, this particular UConn team not as dominant as they've been in the past.
True.
Right.
Yeah, but they've had –
and they got to slip up sooner or later.
They've had 6 games under 10 points the whole
All right, let me play this.
And they played Stanford. They played Notre Dame. They played all the top teams and blew all of them out. So why do you think South Carolina's going to get over the hump?
Because the women ain't going to let the men outdo them. Because the women
I think they are the second
men outdo them. That's why.
Did you smoke before we went on air?
Okay.
I told you to stop doing that.
You need to start believing.
I told you to stop doing that.
Look, I was talking to LeVar Ball. We were having a little conference, reading our Joe Jackson parent and starter kit books. And we were talking about the Final Four. And even he thinks South Carolina's going to pull it out, all right? Which reminds me, hey, everybody hit me up.
Still thinks UCLA's going to win it.
Hit us up on Twitter. All right, support my kids. Support our brand, EEE, 3 E's, all right? Got you. Bam. All right. So let's move on to the next subject, all right? We like to talk about unusual things sometimes, even if it's outside the world of sports. All right, so Glass, you got any unusual stories for us this week? Anything caught your attention in the news or in sports?
I couldn't wait to put this on the video, man. Listen, it's not even sports related, but just shows how gullible people are. I don't know if y'all heard about the reality show in, I think it was Scotland. No, in the UK called Eden. They dropped 23 people off in the Scottish forest or whatever for a whole year. And
a year?
For a year. No winners, because it's just to see the tenacity of the human without technology. So they gave them livestock, they gave them tools to work with, and hunting gear, right? I guess they was going to show each week an episode. 4 episodes in, they stopped. Was nobody watching. The thing is, they've got to go get the people.
Okay.
They've got to go get the people.
Wait a minute.
So the people
Panthers didn't know the show got canceled?
They finally picked him up a year later, and they just, like I said, they wasn't out there with the camera crew. They was out there with the GoPro. So they would
doing their own filming.
Yeah, I guess they would send it to the production company, and they would put it on TV. Like I said, 4 episodes in, they stopped, but they forgot to go get the people.
How you forget to go get people?
Hey, all I know is you're not gonna sit me out in the wilderness with no type of communication. So that's my crazy story of the day.
And that's why that had to be in the UK, because you would not find 20 Americans who would go that long without, like, I ain't heard from no producer.
Right.
2 weeks tops. That's it.
Exactly. Wait, I'm not gonna go on a reality show. There's no winners or losers. I'm not just gonna be out there to be out there.
Right. Yeah, you're not getting anything.
Nope.
Okay, so here's a lesson to everybody. If you're asked to be on a reality show, make sure the reality show actually employs camera people. So if they disappear, you know
there
to
you
follow
go.
them, okay?
Follow them to the chopper. Just follow them to the chopper.
Right. If they tell you, hey, take your cell phone with you to record, don't sign the paper, okay? All right, millennials, this is for you, because I know y'all want to be a star. Speaking of which, hashtag EEE. All right. What about you? What about you, Kane?
Man, I read a story about your coach, Frank Martin, a head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Man, the list of jobs this dude don't had. This dude has been a teacher, a bouncer. He worked in restaurants. He was a JV coach. I mean, what hasn't this man done? And then to top it off, I bet you he's got a screwdriver in his pocket. he's probably a handyman, so he can fix stuff during the game, fix the bench and fix the tables and all that stuff. I mean, what else can the man do? And on top of that, he had to ask his wife 7 times to go out before she said yes when they were dating. So he ain't got no game. So he got to be a decent coach.
To his recruiting ability, okay?
He's terrible at recruiting. That's why he can't recruit right there, because he ain't got no game. See, I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you out. Look, enjoy your run, because as soon as Mr. Thornwell leaves, they might be packing up, moving back, wherever New York.
Okay. First off, you don't think that this run is going to open him up to some more recruits? You don't think the fact that your sorry ACC with the 5 billion basketball powers with a 1 Sweet 16 team is going to see a dip in recruiting? You don't think?
How many does the SEC have left?
I mean, 1, because there's only 4 teams left now. Come on, man.
You mean y'all only got 1 left?
We didn't come to season claiming to be the greatest basketball conference in the history of.
Did we just take out y'all's top dog last week? We took out your top dog last weekend, man.
Okay.
Sorry.
We are the top dog. Okay, let's get that right. South Carolina is the top team in the SEC. Let's get that. It's our yard now.
What is it?
Okay, we the only SEC team in the Final Four.
Well, maybe in baseball season. During baseball season, y'all might be the top team, but that's about it. Now, okay, I'm gonna give you props. Y'all are playing well. Really hard. It's real gritty. It's a great story. But when Gonzaga puts a smackdown on y'all, I don't want to hear nothing.
Okay, well, we beat the Zags and beat the Ducks. Then you can shut up, okay? Because there's no way you can convince me that a duck could beat a fighting Gamecock, okay? A duck, you ain't never seen a duck fight. So how's a duck going to fight a Gamecock, all right? How? Explain that to me. So right there.
that duck is go get him a 2-piece and a biscuit on Saturday and take care of them Gamecocks. You want spicy or mild? That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, let me get to my story. And actually, this story, I got 2. They involve both your hometowns, or both of your towns where you are now. All right. So in Chicago. Now, and Kane and I, we both went to high school pretty close to each other in South Carolina. So we both been places where people are a little passionate about their sports, and sometimes it spills into the stands, especially if it's rival schools or something. But in Chicago, they like to fight at all-star games, apparently. I saw there's a big fight at the United Center. Man, what's up with you people, man? What was the problem? Like, did they run out of hot dogs? Or, what was the issue? Somebody cut somebody in line?
Somebody said they ain't had no deep dish pizza. And somebody said they just set it off. Then no pizza.
What? Me mugging.
Hey, man, somebody should have some Snickers. You get hungry, you get irritated. All right, Snickers, that one's free. Next one, go charge you.
Right.
And Kane, in your hometown, now, of course, the Final Four is a big deal. We're not talking about the biggest sporting event this week, which is WrestleMania, of course, going on in Orlando.
Really?
The weirdest thing is that you have Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, two Canadians, fighting for the U.S. title. Okay, so I'm very heartbroken about this. I know this might not be a big deal to Kane because, he tried to pretend he doesn't like wrestling, even though it's the greatest thing ever. Glass, you don't seem overly enthused, but right. So I'm going to start.
Hey, I look around. Am I on the right show?
Like I said, when I was 12, I really loved it. I mean, it was exciting. I really loved it.
And then you find out it wasn't real.
Yeah, I'm a grown man now, dog. I mean,
hey, man.
You go watch soap operas, at least watch The Young and the Restless. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Okay, well. First off, Young and the Restless comes on like during the daytime. Wrestling comes on at night. Okay, so.
We're recording just like you do on your DVR. Do the same thing.
Okay, shut up.
You just don't want your wife to see the DVR with Young and the Restless on it. Like, who the hell recorded this?
All right. First off, all right, let's not say it's not real. All right, you fall on your back, you fall on your back. I don't care if you know it's coming. It still hurt, okay? You hit with a chair, it still hurt. You ever see Mick Foley's ear? Anyway, all right. So let's get on to the NBA. Obviously, we're winding down the season. Glass, Kane and I are always arguing about Golden State. All right, so I think Golden State is going to get to the finals. Kane says they're not going to get to the finals. We're trying to figure out a bet to place. But, of course, Cleveland's been struggling. So that leads me to the question of which team you think is more vulnerable going into their conference playoffs, Cleveland or Golden State?
Okay, as of late. Wait, before that, when Kevin Durant got hurt, I'm sure everybody was like, oh, the Warriors in trouble because, of course, they get rid of all the big men to get Kevin Durant. So I could see that, right? But as you can tell, they still first. Well, they still first in the West. They got what? A doggone 3 game lead over the Spurs, if I'm mistaken.
Yep.
And I seen the beatdown they put on all the teams lately. They on a 9-game win streak. So I'm not really complaining about them. It's gonna be still the West is the best. They got quality teams out there they got to battle against. But coming over to the East, where everybody thought the Cavaliers was gonna break over everybody, I think they last in defense. They on a 4-game losing streak, if I'm mistaken. They come to see my boys in Chicago.
If you're worse than the Laker defense, that's
right. Exactly. They play my Bulls tonight, and from what I understand, the Bulls haven't lost on a Thursday night on TNT for 18 tries. So let's make this. Yeah. Don't be swinging on my Bulls now.
The Bulls are 18 in their last 18 Thursday TNT games.
Listen, if we play Thursday from now on TNT, we going undefeated
during Final Four week, right?
Oh, we got jokes, right? No, anyway, but you know what I'm saying? I think they can have problems with the team like Washington. I can see Washington give them a run for their money.
Try to tell them Washington's going to the finals. Try to tell Kane that. You want to listen.
And Boston, not saying I put it like this. Last year they were sweeping through everybody 4 or 5 games. It's not going to be as much this year, if so. I think they're going to go 6-7 games with Boston if need be, or 6-7 games with Washington. So, or like I said, they could slip up. Somebody get hurt. All it needs is one injury. If LeBron goes down, the head of the snake is dead.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But right now, if you to answer your question, I'm gonna say Cavaliers have a rough going to the finals.
Yeah. All right. So Kane, which team? I think I already know your answer. Which team do you think?
Like he was saying before, when Durant went down, I was thinking Golden State's gonna hit a little run, and we're gonna see what they're really made of. And they started out rocky. They lost a couple of games. I think they lost a couple of games for the first time in a couple of years or something like that, back to back. And Cleveland was still looking strong. But as recently, the last couple of weeks, like you said, Golden State's been on a roll. Cleveland is sleepwalking, which I really think is partly that they've taken the foot off the gas. I really think it's more Cleveland has done that. Cleveland realizes they don't need home court to get through the East. I don't think they needed to get through the East. Like you said, Boston and Washington are going to be the teams that they need to look out for, but they're not going to have to play with
Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's decent, but I don't think Toronto's got the front court to do it.
I agree.
But they're only going to have to play one of these teams pretty much. And like I said, with LeBron and Kyrie, when they amp it up and you get an engaged Kevin Love, I still don't think there's anybody in the East that can mess with them as a team. Now, the way they're playing now, they look like straight garbage. But I think it's part that they're mentally resting and putting it into cruise control, and part that they're not worried about home court advantage in the East. Golden State's looking good here. Yeah, Golden State's looking good here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Golden State's looking pretty good here the last couple of weeks. Steph has really stepped up. Remember, we talked a couple of weeks ago, like Steph didn't look like Steph of a couple of years
ago. And you said he's going to have to do it.
Yeah, so now it looks like he's turned the switch on, and he's amped his game up a little bit, and Klay Thompson and Draymond have stepped up a little bit. So it'll be interesting how they work back into it when he comes back in too.
Both of you are missing the obvious thing that's going to hold Cleveland back and cause them to underachieve. It's the curse of the Kardashians.
Bam. Bam.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. Khloe taking Tristan down. He looks worn out. He looks tired. You know what I mean? Probably having to do a lot of flying to go get
if you were David Kardashian, you might be a little worn out too. So, I mean, you can't be mad at dude. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, he's probably flying all over the place to go catch up with her and,
that happens from time to time. That does happen from time to time. You know what I think is going to hold Golden State back is their front court. Their front court is garbage. If they ever get into a situation where they're going to need to score, did you see JaVale McGee last night? Missed 2 dunks, stumbling over himself. I mean, that dude's just built for Shaq and a fool. I wish him and Shaq could go back at it because I was enjoying the hell out of that. I ain't going to need a lie. That was some funny stuff. Like I said, I'd love to see him on Shaq and the Fool again because that's what
I think. I would love to see like Shaq, JaVale's mom come on and be a guest. Like her and Shaq on set together or something. That might be more interesting than the Mayweather McConnor fight, right? Conor McGregor, sorry, McConnor.
Maybe no.
Why are we talking NBA? Of course, every week we update our MVP race, which is brought to you by fanupnetwork.com. So I know we got a lot of fantasy football players out there. So go to fanupnetwork.com, check it out. Glass and Kane, I can all attest to how beneficial it is. And I was talking to them today. Some new functionality is coming. You're going to be able to make changes on your team through the app and be able to request trades through the app. Okay? So all that stuff's coming down the pipe.
That'll make it easier for me to win next year. Hey, yeah. I'm telling you.
Right. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to make you a champion. So check it out, Phantom Network.
Well, I'm already a 3-time champion. You mean it's going to make me a champion again?
All right.
Right?
We got you, Nature Boy. All right. So, all right, Kane. who do you have at the top of your MVP rankings right now?
Man, I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks I've been in James Harden's corner, man. But just right here, the other night in Orlando, Russell Westbrook put up a stupid triple-double that really opened my eyes. I'm torn, man. I'm torn again. I don't know where to go. If you're going to ask me right now, just because of the latest performance, and I was taking some other things into account that James Harden does have the better team around him, but what's the definition of an MVP? A guy who can make other people around him much better. And that's exactly what Westbrook does. Because if you take him away, they're a lottery team. So with that being said, I'm on edge Westbrook slightly back ahead with a week to go, week and a half to go, 2 weeks to go here. But I reserve the right to change that in the next couple of weeks based on what happens in these last few games.
Yeah,
so,
well, that's why we updating every week. That's why we do this. All right, so Glass, I'm guessing you got like Rondo. I don't know.
Oh, see, here we go, man. We're Rondo.
Joakim Noah.
Hey, he's the MVP of PEDs right now.
I'm with Kane, man. You know, I was with Harden for most of the season. Like, man, I see the stupid numbers Westbrook putting up there, but they in 9th, 10th place. They're not even gonna be in the playoffs.
No, they
lo and behold, they in 6th.
That last win.
Yeah, they're in 6th place.
But guess what? They're in. Guess who would be right now if the playoffs start today? Who would be their matchup in the first round? The Houston Rockets.
Right.
That would be interesting to see.
Exactly. But I have to disagree with Kane on this, though. You know, MVP, most valuable player. He make everybody. You saying Westbrook make everybody better? I don't agree with that. Westbrook is just doing everything. he leading all the categories on the team. And my question is, if I'm owner of the Thunder, it's like, okay, if he's doing all this, why am I paying the rest of y'all? You know what I'm saying?
In the
Take
video.
the ball out. Somebody got to take the ball out.
You know what I'm saying? But seriously, as of before this week, it was Harden. But then at the beginning of the week, Russell Wilson had a triple-double without missing the basket. And this is like he said yesterday against Orlando. He had a 50 piece, right? So I'm thinking, okay, 50 piece. But both of them, Harden and Westbrook, both have 2 50-point triple-double games.
Yeah.
So it's just, I mean, it's like this much. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't believe in no co-MVP. Y'all pick either one or the other.
No.
And as of right now, I'm picking Westbrook. See me April 1st. It might change.
All right. Yeah, well, like I said, we're doing this every week. We're going to definitely, and also I think we'll start probably a Twitter poll here as we get toward the end of the season. I'm going to go with, I've been riding Westbrook, and I said I think Harden will actually win it. But I think and then we talked about Kawhi Leonard, but I think another candidate for me has eclipsed them all right? He's come in on his white horse, and I'm going to go with Mr. Steph Curry, all right, to be not one, not two, three-time MVP, all right? Look at everything he's missing. Everything that's gone wrong. He lost Kevin Durant, who probably was an MVP candidate, and now he's got him back on top. They were down by 20 points to the Spurs. He just said, you know what, it ain't no big thing. Let me go ahead and handle his business, get this done. LeBron down by 20 to the Spurs. Oh, I pulled a muscle or something. Let me go to the locker room, Kane, you said a couple weeks ago, Curry's going to have to step up and make something happen, and that's exactly what he's done. They got the best record in the league. The depleted team. It's got to be Steph Curry. Come on. Charlotte, come on. Stop it.
AK, and this coming from a wrestling fan.
Getting all your rebounds, all of the video.
I'm thinking if you West Coast. That I'm thinking right now, and that's, can you smell the crack right now? Definitely smoking going on.
All right.
AK, like I said, this coming from a wrestling fan, so I can understand.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't watch much basketball. And
Okay.
trust me, I've seen him play basketball, and that's not a. He
He's
kind of
the
looks like a
best
raw ball
player.
in that video. So
He's the best player on the best team.
Kevin Durant.
No, Kevin Durant hasn't been playing last few weeks. Steph Curry's the best player on the best team.
Yeah, but he didn't play the first 3/4 of the season. He was just laying around doing nothing.
He was playing.
Right.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he
I
rested.
mean,
He rested.
Not on
He
the
was
MVP
rested.
level.
no. Okay, now let's define, because we got to define not playing. You know, this ain't like Joel Embiid not playing. All right, you mean he wasn't playing to this level?
Of course, an MVP is a season trophy, not a last 3 weeks trophy.
Let him know. How
It's
many
not
games?
where you-
Wait.
it's not where you
How,
start, it's where you at. Right now,
Ice.
he's
Yeah,
at the
that's-
top of my
Ice.
MVP ranking.
Send
Okay.
you to rehab. You going to rehab with Smokey. You
All right.
and Smokey both.
Okay, and okay, let's be
both y'all
honest.
are on
Let's
drugs.
be honest. You watch the games, I watch the games. One reason Harden and Westbrook get so many triple doubles is when the
Because they're good.
when the team takes a shot, especially with Houston. I noticed this when I went to the Houston Charlotte game. When Charlotte takes a shot, everybody from Charlotte gets back on defense. Everybody from Houston's running back to go set up on offense. They leave Harden back to get the rebound. So he's getting 5-6 rebounds a game, uncontested, just to catch the ball and start the break. So I mean, it's more by design. It's not as if he's out there battling for rebounds and expend a lot of energy. I mean, yeah, it's nice to say. And it's a reason. What, like a few years ago, the top person with triple doubles had like 5, right? 5.
Have you ever sat back and just listened to a crackhead talk?
No.
you know what? Hey, you know what? I'm impressed. He's saying all this without cracking a smile. Y'all need to change.
Okay.
Y'all need to change this show to the. Y'all need to change this show to the
You
Can and
explain
Crack
to
show.
me- You explain to me why a few years ago the leading person with triple doubles had 5, and now somebody has 30 something. You know what I mean? Like
Ice. Let me tell you this right now. The NBA will not let anybody be a 3-time back-to-back MVP. That ain't gonna happen. And Stephen Curry is not gonna be that one.
but he should be.
He won't even be in the top 5.
But he should be. He should win it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with him tonight.
Hey man, he's yours.
Hey, y'all can hate, but
I'm gonna check on him after the show.
okay.
Thank
but
you,
guess-
man.
But
Hey,
guess
shit,
what?
y'all.
Guess. All right. So big thanks to our guest today, Mr. Glass, all the way from Chicago. Make sure you check him out on Get Witted Sports. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. You see the handle right here on the screen. So interact with him. Interact with us. We got a lot of good things coming. So hit us up with questions, comments. If you want to be on the show, whatever, hit us up. Make it happen. Don't forget triple E, hashtag, do it for the people.
Little ballers.
So, Kane, man, what do you want to leave the people with this week, brother?
Not much. Enjoy the Final Four, man. Got some great games. Hope to see a terrific matchup for Monday night.
Gamecocks.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. Well, we would say y'all a football school, but that's not true either. So enjoy your time here.
We're football obsessed school. You know what I mean?
Like I said, enjoy your weekend here in the Final Four. It probably won't ever happen again, so enjoy it.
All right. So, hey, everybody, we appreciate you watching. Couldn't do it without you. We started YouTube in 2017. Over 3,200 views so far. So big props to you guys. Thank you so much. Help us keep it moving. Tell your friends about the show. Tweet it out. Email it out. And hit that subscribe button. And let's keep this thing growing, all right? So, Kane, have a great week. Everybody, hey, enjoy some basketball. Remember I told you here first, Gamecocks win, women, national champions, baby. Bam. Hashtag EEE. All right, so get some music to send us out here.
Please, nothing Gamecock related, please.
We'll put some 2001 on.